Yeah, the problem is that we're live. Never mind. Good job there, Josh.
Don't let me phase you.
I just now got the message.
Yeah, right?
What's up, nobody?
All right.
And let's just continue our conversations with the proper styling of a good man beard.
What's that?
I don't know. It's just.
I don't have one of those.
I know. You probably couldn't grow one.
Oh, dude, I could grow a beard quicker than you could grow a chode.
Shit, why don't you get in on this?
Because then I look like a crack fiend scratching my face off, going, "Oh, it itches."
That only lasts a couple days.
Hey, that's what they say, but.
Well, that's also what beard oil is for.
A what?
Beard oil.
Oh, you guys are hawking a beard oil product? Dude, he had the whole kit out last week. And here we have the.
I got my makeup bag. I mean, my manly beard bag.
That's funny.
Keeps it in his handbag. I mean, purse. I mean,
fanny pack.
And I have a comb, and it's that big.
That's what she said.
All right, guys. Well, look, you guys know what night it is. It's Hump Night. Whoop, whoop. Good deal. Well, let's go ahead and kick this thing off right tonight. So we're going to open this thing up to you guys and let anybody who wants to come in, come in. But before we do that, I want to make a couple quick announcements. First announcement, we are giving away an ISDT charger tonight with a 24-volt power supply. That's right, people. Ready to roll. Professional charging. So,
24 volts. Woo.
Yeah, I did the math, and it can do, I want to say, a 12-amp charge.
Damn, son.
Plug the batteries in and let them go. Now, to qualify for this, you have to be subscribed to the FPVnoobtube, and you have to have made a donation to SuperChat. For you guys that don't know how to do that, in the lower left-hand corner of the chat window, there's a smiley face and a $sign icon. Click the $sign icon, click SuperChat, and then follow the instructions on screen. That also makes you oh, man, let me try that again. That also makes you eligible for all future giveaways. One donation, one time. Now, here's the deal. I want to kick this up tonight a couple notches. So, if we can get 5 brand new people that have never donated before to make a minimum $5 donation tonight, we will do a second giveaway of a floss style frame.
Damn!
That's incentive, right?
Yeah, I got Chubb.
So, but there have to be 5 people who have never donated before.
Can I? I own the channel, but can I enter?
I'll buy you a frame.
You can, right. But you ought to lose. Sorry.
True.
So, that is the majority of it. Anybody else have any announcements other than Joe's working?
Joe's working and multitasking, and the build frame's done. So Josh, did I throw away the package? I threw away the package. Give me your address. I'll send you the built frame back.
Okay, and I might just give you his address and have you send it straight to him.
Sounds great.
So if we see him in chat, we'll go ahead and let him know as well. Plummet, brother, thanks. Hey, look who it is. There's Chad.
1 second. I'm going to go grab it so you can see what it looks like.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. I'm excited for Chad.
Hey, look at that. You know what that is? I'm going to call $4.99 the same as $5. That is the first. So we only need 4 more people who have never donated before to donate to qualify for 2 giveaways tonight.
What is wrong with me? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, what is wrong with me? I cannot find the channel to turn the chat on. I'm retarded right now. Don't mind me.
Oh, Adam, I love you, bro, but we need new people. No, let me stop.
I think Adam has donated more than anyone.
Adam's getting ready just to receive some shit in the mail, and he's not going to be allowed to give it back.
Yep.
Oh.
All right. Let me close this Discord. There we go. Sorry, guys. I was getting inundated with Discord messages, so it got me all distracted listening to all the all night.
Mr. Popular over here.
I know, right? Like a teenage girl.
Mike, how you doing tonight, brother? You've been awful quiet over there.
I'm tired, man. I'm ready to go to bed tonight.
Well, thanks for coming on the live.
Right?
Stepping down ladders all day, painting darn popcorn ceilings for the last 2 days. Wore out.
Painting popcorn ceiling sucks.
I kind of got hung up in a live stream or something last night. For a little while. I think I got out there about 1:30 in the morning.
I remember that. I'll tell you, that was one hell of a live stream, though. And I don't know about you guys, but my computer was crawling.
Grumpy Chubb showed up on there last night, even.
Who?
Grumpy Chubb.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. Joe, I am
Oh, I don't have shit for lighting here, do I?
Hey,
Chad, Squirrel, whatever you want to call yourself. Brother, watch the screen. Joe is finished with your bill. So I am going to be sending Joe your address, and you are going to be receiving your quad in the mail. Only thing is, none of us has a Fly Sky receiver or transmitter. So even if you sent us a receiver, we couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So the rest is going to be up to you.
So what we got here is we got 30 amp ESCs, the GS 30 amps. You've got was it DYS? No, who the hell's? I gotta go grab the other thing. But you've got a 800 watt video transmitter, Pagoda antenna, a Cadix micro camera, and LHI. They are Race Edition LHI 2300 kV motors with 5.1 by 443s. I just got a bunch of stuff.
Got all the stats.
Yeah, I'll send you all that, and also send you all the build sheets so that you know where the wirings are for this flight controller and everything else for your transmitter. So. But the video is already hooked up. It's already transmitting. So you're good to go on that end.
Yeah, man.
Very nice. Dave.
What's
up, Chuck? What's up, Josh?
What's going on, Dave?
Yeah,
How much?
Good old buddy Copper Top in the house.
How are you guys?
Oh,
Pretty
man.
good,
We're
man.
pretty good tonight.
I just drank like 2 coffees. I'm freaking hyped right now.
Oh, my God. I'm on bottle 2 of wine, so opposite.
You did seem a little subdued.
And I'm sticking to my homo water.
Is it diet water?
No. Seltzer water.
What the hell? Is everybody getting this?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Rebel, that's not how you do this.
What are you doing, dude? What are you doing, man? You're in the wrong meeting.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, you're in the wrong meeting. Because
Oh, you accepted.
I just want to see what would happen. This is a game, bro. Officially a circle jerk. I'm just saying.
You could just hold him up for the rest of the stream.
Yeah. Just leave it. Like, here we go. We'll make him part of the screen right here.
I don't think he's moved since the last time we saw him. He's in the exact same position with the same hat and everything.
Spot.
Maybe the camera's still frozen.
All right, man. Jump on the other one. Later.
Good.
Well, hey, real quick, Tackle Box. What's up, dude? Cardosa, RC Fun, Sinister the Drone Network. It's good to have you guys in the house.
Absolutely. You guys, I've been going back and forth with Tackle Box for a little while. He's a real cool dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've helped him out and talked with him privately a
Side,
few times. I guess he's
First time
on Grand Junction. I need to hit him up next time I'm out there flying with Kristen Spencer.
Do we get to do sobriety tests on him throughout the session?
Who, me?
Oh, we got
you.
Why?
hot dog in the house. Hey, Ben, why don't you come in the stream, Ben?
Now, I just want to see if your sobriety degrades and we can, like, see a noticeable slack in your response time.
You could just test that accurately by asking questions and then hitting a stopwatch, and then testing the accuracy of said answers.
Or asking the same question again and see if it takes you longer.
Yeah, that too. Or if I even pick up that I already answered it. That's a really good test, actually.
I'm just waiting for him to get up on the table and start dancing.
I don't ever do that.
No.
That's a shame.
No, I'm not that kind of drunk. I'm the kind of drunk that I usually just make poor decisions like, that looks like a good idea. And
is that how kids happen?
Oh, my beard.
Yeah, that's how kids happen. Don't tell kids, though.
West Side says hot dog takeover. I don't know. We haven't got Ben to get on here yet.
Have Westside get on. Just scroll up on the comments. You'll find the link.
Westside
I'm
said
sure.
get off a minute.
We're all homoed up and ready for the wiener. Oh my god.
You're just mad because I'm right.
You are. All right, I'm gonna pull an old gravy. Hey, ready?
What's that? You gonna flip your quad off?
What was that? Oh, Jesus, man.
Disarm.
What the hell is he vaping?
And smoking.
I'm just pulling it.
There you go. Somebody's got that down pat.
Jesus.
You guys are not dragons, no matter how hard you try.
Yes, we are.
I'm mad he was so quick on the response.
See, not drunk enough yet. I'm just spamming the channel real quick.
Yeah, you're good.
That's all right, hot dog. We'll see you next time, man.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Plummet?
I think I broke
Computer noises. You quit vaping. Did you start smoking?
Shit. I broke a server.
Uh-oh. It was getting ready to go off.
They deserved it. Here, I'll give everybody a nice view of the Walmart parking lot. There you go.
Wally World.
Woo! You should do a live feed to the 2 o'clock freak show that happens at Walmart. Just walk through and be like,
I don't know. I might be in the wrong part of town because I just don't see it.
Really?
What part of town are you residing in tonight?
I don't know what the hell it's called. Let's see here. Not available. Oh, I'm in Plainfield, Indianapolis.
Oh, that's close to home. Why aren't you just at home?
My home is in California.
I thought you lived in Indianapolis.
I live in this truck.
Oh, you just parked that motherfucker in Indianapolis. It's all coming together now.
Out of curiosity, check how often you get a chance to go back to Cali.
Every couple of years.
Really?
Been out here for, coming up on 5 in May.
Really? Okay.
I love it.
Let's see here.
Yeah, but you went back for a visit a couple months ago, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I have to go back every 2 years because that's when my license expires. And California is one of the retarded states that makes you go to the DMV in person.
Can't mail that crap in.
Love my drones. What's up, dog?
Quad farm in the house.
Quad Farm, my favorite goat. Oh, never mind.
Wow, somebody stifled a comment there real quick. What in the hell? Oh, dear, oh, dear. What done broke?
Break the internet, brother. Break the internet.
No, it's just the important things like people's time clocks so they can punch in and out of work. So
Minor details.
Yeah, there's apparently 35 plants across the entire country right now that people can't plug into work.
Oh, darn.
Oh, well.
Oh, more darn. You're causing management to do paperwork.
I can fix it. I got this. It's not the first time I've broken it, so I can fix it. I'm waiting for it.
Well, where I'm at, it finally quit raining and the sun came out yesterday and today.
Yeah, me too, but I don't have a lens on my FPV camera, so it's a little hard to fly it that way.
We got 2.5 inches of fresh powder last night.
Seriously?
Wow, the Colombians are delivering in overtime then.
2.5 inches. Some areas they thought hit 6 with the lake effect.
Oh, well, that'd be great if you had any mountains to snowboard.
Yeah, you gotta travel for here.
Instead of being in the ninth circle of hell.
It's nice because the sun's staying up longer so I can squeeze some packs in after work. But, you know, right now what I was battling today was the sun being in that perfect spot where I was getting all these lens flares and I was getting all this sun coming through. And you know what? It didn't fucking matter. I couldn't see shit, but I could see enough to fly.
Damn. Well, I'm right here, Quad Farm. Bring it.
What are we bringing?
Bend over, Chuck. Goat you too. love, peace, tubby love.
Too funny. All right, so I gotta admit, guys, steel, right? Last couple months, like I got really bored with his stuff. Have you guys seen his last 2 videos?
No.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. He is flying downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. He got permits. He got everything, police escorts. He got everything he needed. He shut down a couple city blocks and fucking ripped downtown Charlotte.
No, like legit? Holy shit. Like, who paid for that?
Yeah. Who paid for that?
So I can't find anything official because I've tried, but word has it that the city of Charlotte and their tourism and marketing, whoever handles that, hired him to do that so they could get some footage.
So they could use in a promo video. Makes sense.
But it is awesome. Like, he pulls off, I mean, we know he's well versed in piloting his quad, but just being able to do some of the stuff he did and then to rub it in, knowing that he got paid for it. Oh, man.
Good for him.
Yes. It was really good. I mean, some of his stuff started getting almost monotonous. It's like he's really good at what he does, but he only likes doing what he does. He doesn't get into a ton of new stuff, so he started getting a little boring.
That aligns with so many rumors I've heard.
Oh, no doubt.
Well, don't be quiet now.
Well, it's Steele's way or the highway. That's what it comes down to. There's Steele's way of doing things, and then there's wrong. And according to what I've heard, that's how it works with him. I can't contest. I'm just regurgitating other people's opinions.
Right.
That must be because you're always right.
No, I'm not always right. I'm often wrong, actually.
That's my wife.
That's my girlfriend. Yeah.
That seemed kind of the way that things went with Rotor Riot and him back in the days. He didn't get his way, so he said, well, I'm going.
Yeah, I think the thing with Rotor Riot and him was that Chad wanted him to kind of like ease up on the quote unquote illegal activities, and Steele was like, fuck you, I'm going to do what I want.
Yep.
And actually, my take on it, and this is from one of his videos, was that he was getting asked by Chad to go do these shoots, but then Chad was not offering to pay him what he felt he was worth. And Chad was like, look, we can't afford to pay you, but I can buy your plane ticket. And Steele was out of shape about it.
Yeah,
well, I mean, that makes sense too from other things I've read and heard.
Yeah, because I mean, the Rotor Riot was wanting more and more and more of Steele's time, so there wouldn't be time to just go get a job. So he had to find a way to get paid.
Right.
Wonder how that works with Rotor Riot now. Like I know, like Bot and Corey. I don't think they have like salaries, but I know they have their travel expenses taken care of when they go travel for Rotor Riot.
Well, I think it's more that that they've actually been hired on for actual positions in the company, so they're actually doing things like Vortex is running the online store, Bot is running Quadbox or whatever, you know.
He's not running it, but yeah, he's definitely a part of it.
Yeah, so I think he's justified paying them by actually making them do work for the company besides going out and flying cool places.
But does Rotor Riot support Quadbox? I thought that was X-Hover out in California.
Well, one of those. I forget which one it is.
Once they hold a position in the company, it becomes a tax write-off to send them around anyway.
Exactly. It's considered a marketing
Business expense.
loophole. Yeah.
Up to so much percentage.
It's probably what keeps them in the black area versus the red area.
So do we know of any? I mean, do you know of any of the guys that are actually full-time, full-out paid for what they do? That's all they do, sort of thing. As opposed to, it sounds like he's just getting paid advertising dollars.
I know Vortex and I know Drew Camden, and those guys I know both are full out. Like they make a living off of Rotor Riot.
Right. Yes, they are full-time salaried. My understanding is with them opening this new warehouse in Orlando that they may bring on a warehouse manager per se, somebody to handle some daily shipping and receiving, you know.
Well, Vortex and Drew, they moved down there.
Right. Which leads me to believe he could be doing some of that, him and Vortex both.
Well, Vortex, that's what he's doing. He's running the day-to-days when it comes to inventory, shipping, store-related items.
Basically,
Okay.
I mean, and that information's from Jeff himself. I got that information from Jeff. So
Yeah.
Working at the hobby shop. Now he runs one.
yeah, exactly. Speaking of Jeff and working at the hobby shop, I was going through some shit, cleaning stuff up. Check this out. You recognize that?
XL drum.
It looks familiar.
Yeah, that's where Jeff used to work. But there's the unique part, is I actually got him to sign it before he left.
Nice.
I'm waiting for him to be like super popular. Then I'm gonna, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. Maybe I'll give it back to him.
That's cool.
It was like 2 months before he bounced, so I was one of the fortunate ones.
So Chuck, are you ever in Oregon?
No, I work. I'm regional. I strictly work out of Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, and Kentucky.
Gotcha.
When are you going to be in Kentucky again, and where?
That's hard to say. It's kind of random.
I have 2 jobs in Kentucky coming in April. Second week in April.
Well, I can definitely request a run during those weeks, during that time.
Yeah, let's try and do something.
Absolutely.
I don't have any indie jobs coming up, but I know I have 2 Kentucky jobs coming up.
Yeah, remind me when it gets about a week or 2 closer, man. I have no memory.
Okay. I can do that.
I smoked that shit all gone when I was young.
Fair point.
And somebody didn't remind me that him and Ketchum were going to be flying, and I totally forgot too.
Dang.
Got left out.
Sounds like a good thing.
Dude, it was so cold that weekend. I think we flew 3 packs.
So out of curiosity, we got anybody over near Dulles area? I want to be there all next week.
Oh, Dulles? Yeah, Deerfoot's out there.
Okay.
He's in Virginia, but like really close to DC.
Gotcha.
And his name is Doug Bennett.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I know who that is.
Yeah.
Who we got hiding behind that badass looking red hot rod?
What hot rod?
Yeah, me.
I didn't see it.
What hot rod?
The
Hey
tank.
guys, how you doing?
What's up, brother? I was just trying to get you to say something.
Okay.
All I saw was a Canadian flag.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm from Canada, Ottawa, Canada.
No, you're not. You didn't say A.
Come on, dude. Well, I'm gonna be in Vegas in July, Mars, April. Sorry, April. I'm gonna be in Vegas. Anybody around there?
Oh, there's a whole crew down there, bro.
Yeah.
Look up Todd.
Todd, or what's that other guy? That black guy that just moved there. He flies all over the place.
Oh, Eugene or
No, Eugene's in Texas. I know. It starts with a V. I want to say like Valencia or something. Let me get on Facebook. I'll find him real quick.
But basically, Todd, he runs the crew down there, basically. So
Valentine.
You find him.
Yeah, you find Todd, you'll find everybody else. He's right.
Yeah, I behind me I have a lot of RCs. I only have one drone, and that's a DJI Spark, which I just got about a month ago.
Cool.
What? West Side?
What up?
Whoop.
I think we've broken a record for the amount of people we have on the stream for a hump day.
Oh shit!
I figured I'd jump in for a bit. So since you guys stream on Wednesdays too, I figured I would go at like 9 instead of 7 when you guys start. For me, at least.
Right. You're usually doing your Wednesday edits.
Yeah, we don't need to be stomping on each other. It's like flying with homies. You don't fly when they're up, right?
Speaking of stomping, Mr. fucking Just by Chance is about to go live right now too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a 1,000 sub giveaway.
Oh yeah, just tell all our listeners that so they all leave.
Sorry.
Good job.
Good job.
And that's where the alcohol comes into play.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're doing a better giveaway.
You are.
Yeah.
You have an ISDT charger and a 24-volt power supply. I don't think John Wood's got
Shit.
that.
I want that.
He's not that drunk. He remembered.
Right. Josh, and we also have the floss frame going on. How are we doing on that, Josh? Why don't you let the people that have tuned in since then know what's up?
Yeah, well, the deal was if we got 5 brand new donators tonight who had never donated before, that we would also give away a floss style frame on top of the ISDT charger and power supply. So far, we have received 1. So we still have 4 more brand new donators. If you've donated before, that's cool. You can donate again. That's awesome. But that doesn't contribute to the cause. We got to get on everybody to get in on this.
Recommendo.
So pull out the credit cards, folks. Put in $5.
Chiga.
I mean, we have a total of how many people? Like 8 people maybe in the pool so far. So your chances of winning something tonight are freaking excellent.
They're high as fuck.
Okay, the tank. How many freaking cars do you have?
About 40.
I'm sitting here like I went onto your specifically your feed. I'm sitting here trying to count behind you, and I'm like, Jesus, man! I see like a front of a.
I'm sitting in front of most of them, but there's 3 racks. There's some on the bottom there. There's some going up, and then there's some guys over there, and then some big guys on the bottom there, and then there's some on the other side also.
Hold on, desktop.
Over there also, some big guys.
I'll tell you.
Hey.
I was gonna say, I'll tell you what. It's good to have somebody from the ground game in the stream. It's not something we get exposed to that often.
Oh yeah, I'm on the ground. That's for sure. Sorry about that.
He's adventuring though. Like you said, he got a Spark now.
Yeah, he's venturing out into the aerial game.
Yeah, I got a Spark now, and
Yeah, I saw that you won that Spark, man. How's that thing going for you?
well, I drained about 4 batteries on it so far, so that's not bad.
Intentionally, or are they by themselves? That's never good.
No, intentionally by flying.
Oh no, Kiyoshi or Rebel. Was that a? It was a Kiyoshi.
I do not have any Kiyoshi for myself, but yeah, that one is
Yeah, I used to have one of their shit. I think one of my helicopters was a Kiyoshi, gas powered.
That's a 1/8 buggy, right?
Yes, sir. This is the only land vehicle I have left. So it's a 4S, just like our quads, with 2100 kilovolt. Obviously, a lot bigger motor.
Yeah.
What is it?
Kyosho Inferno VE.
Mine's bigger.
Aye.
That's
I
what
didn't want
he
to
said.
compare that.
Fucking Joseph.
I had to do it. Sorry.
Who gets that chore?
I call it the chode. No.
That's appropriate.
I got a big long dragster rail car. It's about
That's what she said.
3 feet long.
Yeah. The Canadians on it. That's what she said.
I'm not Canadian. Thank you, though.
Now, Tank, are you still in Ottawa or are you just from Ottawa?
No, I'm still in Ottawa, just outside of Ottawa. I'm in Clarence Creek. It's called a small town, but it's part of Ottawa. That's
They got
where I
trees
was.
in Canada.
Yeah, Tank. I'm trying to send something over to Blizzard FPV, and he lives up in Alberta, somewhere in the boonies. What is up with the addresses up there? FedEx doesn't even know what to do.
Well, it's not that complicated. And plus, Alberta is like 4 days drive from me.
Right?
4 days? Ow.
Only?
Well, it's completely across on the other side. It's like going to New York to LA.
No.
Well, that super chat's not working. I sent $5 in, and it's still turning. I'm waiting for the super chat to be done.
It's trying to figure out how to speak Canadian.
Yeah, or how to do the conversion from Canadian dollar to US.
What is the conversion? Out of curiosity, just because I have no idea.
75 cents a dollar.
Wait, your dollar or our dollar?
For you to buy my dollar, it's 75 cents. For me to buy yours, it's $1.25.
Gotcha. Okay. I love that when people say like pesos and they're talking about two South American countries and they both have pesos and you're like, I'm totally lost.
Evil Monkey. It's the first time I've seen him in the chat.
What's up, Evil Monkey?
brother?
Mike?
What's up, Mike?
Maybe Evil Monkey wants to have a badass ISDT charger with a 24 volt or 24 volt.
Yeah, what kind of
power
charger
supply.
are you guys giving away?
ISDT. We've said it 3 times now.
Well, I know that, but
And he's the drunk one.
There's
Yeah.
8 different models.
Good point. You should have asked what model then.
Hey, switch to beer.
I don't have any beer. I have some cider brewing in my closet right now, but it won't be ready for another 10 days.
I think he needs to switch to hard alcohol. He's not getting drunk nearly fast enough.
I don't have any hard alcohol. I'm settling for the last thing in the house, which is this bottle of cheap red wine.
Oh, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Never know what I have in this cup.
Hopefully it's not your jizz.
I know. I would
Obviously not.
American Pie too.
We just went from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds.
Yeah, Drunk Dave's on his way. He's not here yet, but he's coming.
Drunk Dave.
Hey, computer noises. I've actually lived in the Philippines, bro, in Manila.
Wait. Philippines uses pesos? Is it the same? Is it the same peso that Mexico uses?
No,
They just have their own version of peso.
that they do. They're kind of like that.
That could be
Yes.
confusing.
Totally.
Good job.
Mexico and
Do they call it?
share the
Hey,
same peso.
fuck off, dude! It's called the same thing. Do they? Why do they call it pesos in the Philippines?
Because there's nothing original in the Philippines.
Ah, fair point.
There were a bunch of jungle islands with people on it, and then the world came to them.
Okay.
I'm assuming. I don't know.
It was the most common that came down that way.
Well, their language is called Tagalog, and the word for toothpaste in Tagalog is Colgate.
Nice.
Colgate. That's hilarious.
Because
Colgate.
because when General MacArthur came down there and took over, that's the first time they ever saw toothpaste.
Because the Spanish colonized the Philippines in 1565.
When did the Spanish colonize Mexico?
I don't know.
Google it. You're right there.
I'm
I know,
working.
He's checking. Hold on.
You're sounding all smart, and then you just drop the ball.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, like,
From a screen, guys. Come on.
does Spain use pesos? Because I was under the impression they use euros.
Once they become a member of the EU, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, but were they using pesos before that?
I look like a goddamn.
No, you look like a typing guy with Google in front of him.
Come on, Joseph, get on it.
I thought you were the computer nerd, man.
I am in the middle of crashing servers all over the country, and I got to look up who the fuck makes.
So crash Wikipedia, give me my fucking answers already.
Damn, Dave gets violent when he's drunk.
I'm trying to be funny. It's not working.
It's working pretty well.
If I ever meet you, I am so bringing you pesos, dude. It ain't even funny.
I have pesos. I don't need any more. I've been to Mexico and saved my change.
Filipino pesos, buddy.
That would be a win. If you do that, I will give you a giant big hug.
No.
You'll give him a wind throw
I'm
hug.
going to rape hug you because you're going to take it. Really like
Can I watch?
See, I told you.
You can. Clothes will be on, though. Don't worry.
Mine won't.
Yo, you guys, I'm gonna hop out and eat some dinner before my stream. Thanks for having me on for a second. I just thought I'd stop in and say what's up. I love you all.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, you guys.
I'll be pretty shit soon.
Frank, did your super chat ever go through? Because I'm not seeing anything.
No, it didn't go through. It was just hanging. It was just hanging.
Yeah.
It's probably because he's trying to use those Canadian pesos.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Sniper FPV?
He was using Botcoin.
Botcoin?
Yeah, that doesn't work very well.
Bitcoin or Botcoin?
I say it's Bitcoin.
No, Botcoin was created there for a minute. It crashed fast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, one of my coworkers actually bought a Tesla off of his Bitcoin fundage. So.
Oh no! Bitcoin has value. Botcoin, which is bot grinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, doesn't have much value.
No, this dude like sold like 100 made like over like $100,000 in Bitcoin. Sold it all, bought a Tesla, and then the market crashed. I was like, man, you lucky bastard.
Oh, he sold right at the right time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You buy a couple $1,000s in Botcoin, you might get a couple doobies out of it.
You'll get a bunch of bot tubes. I know that.
Oh, do you hear about that guy that got indicted for selling like millions of dollars in Bitcoins? He was actually buying getting the Chuck E. Cheese tokens and selling the people as if they were actually Bitcoins.
Okay, that guy should not be indicted because he weeded out the idiots of the society.
For millions. It wasn't like he did it to a couple people. I mean, it was like millions. And they showed pictures of it. It was actually like Chuck E. Cheese gold
Those
plated.
motherfuckers deserved it. That's how I look at that scenario.
I was mad I didn't think of it first.
Exactly.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Goss, for that $5. It ain't gonna go towards a couple of tall cans though. It's going in the pot for more giveaways.
We don't drink beer. Well, I don't drink beer.
Well, I'm not drinking beer that Mr. Gauss paid for.
What the hell are you holding? A fleshlight?
No.
No, it's a can of urine.
Oh, it's PBR, really?
Same thing.
Beer.
Hey, every redneck has to have some PBR.
They have to have it. That doesn't mean they have to drink it.
I had the whole thing. I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Hey, you know what? Cheers.
Oh, wow.
Well,
see, I have a bad habit. The only alcohol I really drink is like way too expensive, so I don't drink a lot of it for that reason.
what
Is it
like
Scotch?
Crown?
No. 40-year-old port.
Port?
40-year-old port.
Holy shit! You're into Portugal wine, huh?
I'm Portuguese. What the fuck do you expect? I damn near pissed this stuff.
I don't know. You don't look Portuguese to save my life.
Well, you don't look white.
I don't. You're right. I'm Scottish.
Big difference.
Yeah, I am Portuguese. I'm half Portuguese. Yeah.
Right on. I'm not even a quarter Scottish, so.
Hey Dave, what do you call two Scotsmen with one glass of scotch?
Drunk? Sober?
Fight.
I don't know. Wait, what?
A fight.
I don't get it.
How to shut down any joke on the planet. Somebody gets the punchline, you just look at dead man and go, I don't get it.
Hey, you can come talk to me right. Oh, sorry.
Oh. Hey, he's muted. Okay, now that he's talking and he's not actually his mic on, we should like mic him over and somebody dub him.
Voiceovers.
I understand that you want to lock the kids in the closet, but we can't do that anymore. The cops say we can't. Oh, that's just not funny. I don't care what he says.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, the tank already finally went through.
Tank through, and double A. What's up, double A?
So
Tank-
$5
tank-
is 658 Canadian.
658. You gotta love America.
Why? If you're gonna
Now,
make
if they
statements
try-
like that, you got to qualify.
If they try to be Canadian dollars when I pull that out of YouTube, I'll be pissed.
I'm this close to moving to Canada.
I was gonna say that I could name more reasons to not love America than I can to love America in current state.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. I just like Canada.
If it wasn't for the long winters, I would love Canada.
Yes, if Canada was south of the border, more like Mexico.
That would be Mexico, no?
We wouldn't be building a wall or fighting for it right now. That's for damn sure.
No,
Canada's so nice that instead of wanting to put up fences or a wall, we actually cut a huge line in the trees so it's easier to walk there.
He's actually absolutely true.
Wait,
if you've ever been over the international border, that's all it is just a cut path in the trees.
100 yards of clear path in between the thickest forest you ever seen.
Hey, Tank, what are you drinking? I saw him drink something.
Nothing?
Nothing?
I'm drinking nothing?
No.
It's just a bottle of water. Come on.
I was going to say, who bottles nothing?
Who bottles nothing?
I think it's vodka.
I think so too.
It's
Do they
clear.
make Canadian vodka?
It's clear. Yes, they do. No, I'm not sure they do. But it's clear.
Canadians have vodka. It's made out of geese.
When you drink it, it makes you extra honky.
Ah, well played.
Wonk, wonk, wonk.
Oh, that was horrible. God,
Really?
I'm getting that out of my head.
All right. Well, while I've knocked everybody off the soapbox with that one, I'm going to see everyone's screen for a minute. And we are going to do this giveaway. You guys are going to be floored at how good your odds are for this.
Hey, the Bandito just got in on this too.
Oh, good time.
Welcome to the channel, Bandito.
Man, he snuck that one in like a. Never mind.
If we get one more new contributor tonight, the Floss Style frame's getting given away too.
Just one more.
I know we
either.
Or retailer $5, but they just determined to do $4.99 every time.
What's the minimum?
$1, I think.
We tried less; it wouldn't let us.
No, I want to say the least it will allow you to do is $4.99 or $5, or it's not $1. I know that it might be $2.99.
I tried the lowest; it wouldn't let me. I aim for middle.
Anyways, one more of you fools get in on this, and we'll do a frame too.
Chuck's all for like, "Hey, fool!"
Today's
Yeah, I
Wednesday,
need a frame.
right?
I don't have a frame. Wait a minute. I don't have the rest of the stuff that goes with the frame.
Gotta start somewhere.
That's how the habit.
All right.
Hobby starts.
Yeah, I know. Don't
Snipe.
tell me how it starts.
Sniper says, "Hold on."
That's part
All
of
right,
the
so this
reason
is
why
for-
Josh is trying to talk me into starting doing wings, and I'm like, no, I'm not touching it because I know that hole. Been down that hole.
Do it. All right, guys.
That's all.
These are your odds right now for the ISDT charger and 24-volt power supply. So, some damn good odds here.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, hey, give Sniper a few minutes. He said he was rushing for his card.
Okay. All
You
right.
got my name all screwed up with somebody else there. Frank the Ground Tank FPV. That's not right.
Yeah, I did that.
It's all scrambled.
No, I did that. I was messing with you.
Okay.
Ha!
Dave, you're not in the running. Ha!
Okay. I just wanted to be that one guy.
Copper
Well, we
Doctor.
appreciate it.
Black screen. We're all gonna die.
Don't send me.
Okay.
Wow, I look
ISDT
like a tart on
charger.
that.
I have one already.
Hey, by the way, Josh, who picks the image that goes on for the video when you do a YouTube video? Do they randomly just pick a time and post that picture?
They do.
Because one of my buddies called me the other day, like, honest to God, he goes, "Why the hell are you half naked on my screen?"
The correct response would have been like, "What kind of Google search are you performing?"
No, my answer is, "What part of the internet are you on?"
I'll tell you what. Let me retract this for a hot minute here. We'll give Sniper a few minutes to get straightened out here.
Well, Chad.
There he is.
Oh, damn! He made up for mine.
Baller.
Right.
Big
Sorry, I can't
$10.
All right.
All right, not waiting for this one anymore. It is quarter till. We are going to get this one underway.
And
Take
if
me
you
off
give
the
it away
list.
after you win it, we're gonna punch you in the nuts.
Take me off the list. What's up, Chad? I see
You're
you.
right here.
Hey,
I took you off this list, all right?
Okay.
Yep. And hey, like Joseph said, if anybody says they don't want it, we're kicking them in the nuts.
yes.
Yeah,
Straight
dude,
roll.
if you won, you fucking get it. We're gonna shove it down your goddamn mailbox.
Do that?
throat.
Holy shit.
Man, just so you know you're muted.
You guys see that?
If Plummet wins, I'm gonna quit.
The Bandito won.
What's that?
The
The
Bandito.
Oh shit! Ay 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 ay. He's the frito bandito.
He's drunk.
Yeah, getting there.
Well, if we all keep talking, we'll never see who wins.
The bandito.
Oh. Everybody kept talking. I didn't see it.
I saw nothing.
Now, you know what else just happened?
Uh-oh.
The Bandito.
My test left. My
Your hymen broke?
Hey, you guessed right. Now you get my virginity.
Dave's on a roll.
Yes.
You've been watching too many Instagram or Messenger videos there, buddy?
Yeah, well, that's all the time, so nothing's new there.
Yeah,
all right,
some
what
drunk
happened
people
was we got enough people donating to also give away a floss style frame.
Woo!
If you've seen the videos that Josh sends me, you wouldn't ask questions.
Well, now we're going to change this up. We're going to go to the other random name picker because I just like to make this not generator, dumbass.
We're gonna give people names.
Yeah.
You
What's
are
that other one? I think it's this one.
Flubber Chub.
There we go. All right, now we're going to run this one. Now, Dave, did you want in on this?
Nope.
Okay.
Thank you for offering, but I want the people who need it most to take it.
Yep.
Okay.
I have a sponsor and a frame, so I'm good.
Oh my God! Bandito just said he's a troll. Please redraw.
Fuck you! You're taking it.
In the butt.
Then I back this up. This next draw is for, and I'll tell you what, we're gonna take him out. This
got a
next
question
draw
real
is
quick.
now for the power, for the charger guy. I'm telling you, man, we can't give shit away.
Yeah, and Bandito, we all owe you a kick in the nuts from everyone that's on the live stream right now.
Holy shit.
These are your nuts.
Brad.
Wait. Squirrel's a weed sponsor? Can I be sponsored by you?
Wait, what?
I got a question, Josh.
Yeah.
I believe I donated before. Am I still included on that?
You are. Your name not in here?
No.
Hold on.
Slipping.
Now you gotta redraw like Bandito request. Fuck.
Oh shit.
This is real, Tackle Box.
Wow, he is a dragon.
All right. Oh, brother.
Come on, the suspense is fucking killing you.
Sorry, Chuck. Jeez.
No, and I'm going to be honest with you, be totally transparent. So I relied on YouTube to keep the running list of names because, you can look up all the history, right? And up until last week, the entire list showed up. Well, guess what quit showing up this week?
Oh, great.
What?
So the list, I used to be able to go all the way back to at least the beginning of last year, and it would give me a list of everybody who donated and how much they donated. Right now, I can't go past January this year. So I was scrambling a little bit to get the list together.
Okay.
So Joseph, you have you're an ankle to Mr. Skull 4 Crusher 2?
I'm a what? The what?
Look in the chat, brother.
Dude, I'm literally like in a server in California, and no, I can't do chat too. Sorry.
There is someone here that's named Skull 4 Crusher 2 that says Joseph is my ankle.
Probably my uncle. That's probably one of my nephews. Great.
Right.
I forgot that he got this channel. Damn it.
All right, guys. You guys all see the list. Does everybody agree?
Oh.
I don't see my name, but otherwise it looks great.
Yeah, well, you don't get anything.
Hey, wait, where's my name?
All right, here goes. Love my drones.
Love my drones. What's up?
Congratulations.
You still in chat, Love my drones.
Love my drones is the winner.
Ed's gotta be there.
All right, let me.
Jesus.
And that was for the charger, right?
That was for the charger. So I'm going to
All
get.
right, we're all so excited. We just gave away that charger. Whee!
Yeah.
Crap, yes, here. Okay.
All right. Well, hey, Blizzard, if you want to get in on a floss frame right now, then I suggest breaking out your credit card, brother, and making a donation.
And tell Skull that his dad has a credit card. I don't care what he tells him. I know it.
I think he just heard you.
Exactly. and Josh has met my brother. So,
I have. The two of them are damn near twins in every way.
Now, can I ask a stupid question?
Always.
What's a floss frame and what does it look like?
Thumbs off on us over there. He's here. He says yes.
Okay. He wants to know what a floss frame looks like. Josh, can you pull one?
Yeah, I'm pulling one up. We'll go ahead and show everybody what's going on here. In fact, I'm going to go to one of my favorite websites.
To me, floss is something you do with your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a G-string.
Or a good G-string.
G-string? Yeah, right.
Yeah, they don't have G-strings in Canada. It's too fucking cold.
Oh, you should see those Quebecer girls.
They call them moose knuckles.
All right, let me go ahead. Let me let you guys also see the value you're getting. Now, the value of that charger and power supply combo is upwards of $80. So, I mean, that's a hell of a thing to win.
24-volt power supply, you could actually charge at a higher amperage rate too than most people. So, good to have those two as a combo.
Now, don't count on my math because I'm going to tell you I did the math, and if I worked it out right, then you can charge 12 amps off that charger and power supply combo.
I think you could charge more.
Damn, Love my drones even just paid for the shipping right now.
Very good.
What a sweetheart.
All right, sharing my screen again. I'm going to take everything over. So that's a fair question. The next thing we are going to give away is a floss style frame. And so what we've got here is a frame by a designer named Bob Ruge. Believe it or not, he is actually a dentist. That is what he does to earn a paycheck during the day. Bob, in his off hours, also moonlights as a frame designer. In fact, I dare say he is one of the premier frame designers in the industry right now because he's one of the few that doesn't just sit around and, design things. Because we do have a lot of frame designers who just design things, but they don't necessarily fly them and revise them and, go through that process of actually hands-on testing their frames time and time again. And Bob has been at this for years.
I gotta interject real quick. Tackle Box, no, we don't expect anybody to pay for shipping. in the continental United States.
If you live in the Philippines, we accept pesos.
Yeah, we do.
You don't live in Canada, eh?
We'll send them all to Dave so we can have some.
So here we go. This next one is for the floss style frame. Can I get a drum roll?
And I just set the dogs off.
Double A!
Double A! He is actually on stream. Unmute yourself, you little bastard.
Released up to you.
Double A, you are here.
He's probably watching. There he is.
Oh, yeah. That's a nice frame. Thanks.
It's yours, brother.
All right, homie. So, look, this frame, it's not his newest frame, okay? But I bought it when they were just released. It's never been flown. It's only been assembled. In fact, if you want, I can leave it completely assembled. I'll probably actually take it apart to stuff it in the envelope. But they're good frames. I still have one build running on floss style that I just refuse to gut and take out of it because it flies well.
Don't forget to floss, Double A.
Good deal. For you guys that don't know, my name is Josh Withrow. I want you to find me on Facebook. Okay, you can go to the FPVnoobtube web. Oh my God, let me try that again. The FPVnoobtube community Facebook group. Look me up. Send me a private message. Part of that's because most of you guys aren't using your real names, and I'd be damned if I can probably find you.
I'm not participating.
I'm using my real name.
Love my drones for the charger.
What the fuck?
And power supply.
Your drum roll just caused my wife to come upstairs and say, I will kick you off the internet.
Oh, come on. You're pretty. We love you.
Because all the dogs went ballistic.
Damn, Double A's being all generous himself. Look at that crap. Man, I'll have to look at the numbers, but that might put us over the $100 mark to where I can pull something out for another badass giveaway.
Well, we can do another batch of purchases for giveaways. Or at least put it that way, right?
We should get truck nuts for whoever wants them for their drone. I'm just saying.
No, I disagree with that.
Trucks I can put nuts on.
If you want to,
they could be quad nuts.
Hey, if you want to give your nuts away, dude, that is all you, bro.
You might want to ask your wife first, though, because they're still in the freezer.
Well, after he just pissed her off like that, he might not be getting those back for a while.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
They'll be in their purse for a long time.
See, I don't want kids, so my testicles only serve one purpose: to tell my penis which way's up. That's
Oh, yeah.
Your nephew's watching.
I've never heard that before. That's pretty good.
Really? You ever heard that one? I think I made that up in 8th grade.
That's how popular it was.
Yes.
Mr. Goss, Moose Knuckles.
And Josh is naked again.
I got shorts on.
It's not 10 o'clock. You're early. What the fuck?
Yeah, seriously.
All this money flying around, man.
2 minutes premature.
Can I pay to have you put your shirt back on?
My nephew just said he's willing to put Sneakies onto my brother's car. That would be worth it.
All right. Hey, Dave, if you give a $30 donation, Josh will put his shirt back on.
What about $29.99?
That'll work.
For another 10, the shorts come off.
Wow.
Both pairs or just the outside pair?
There. Yeah, right. Good question. This guy's very thorough.
And it's $100 for him to do none of the above.
How about no dollars for whatever he wants?
Yeah.
That sounds great. You just said whatever he. Hey, bro, you just said whatever he wants to Josh Withrow.
Oh my God!
I did give him $2 earlier.
Yeah, and he took his shirt off for you.
That's about the quality you typically get for $2.
Yeah, there you go. Not like the place up street from my house that has Peggy, the one-armed flapper.
Hey, what's up, little gravy? Well, Gravy Legs is joining us in the chat. Hey, you can come on if you want, Gravy.
He wants. He just needs the link. Send him the link.
Yeah, I'm posting it.
I like how he knows what Gravy wants. Like, he really knows.
Did you guys see Gravy's last video? I know some of you did, but for you guys that didn't, what I should just do instead of asking is say, check out Gravy's last video. I kind of enjoyed it. It's a little bit of a change up for Gravy.
Dude, his his videos from like the past 2 months, pretty much ever since he changed his expo and smoothed everything out, lowered his rates, it's all great to watch.
Yeah.
His music choice is unique enough, and his flying style is unique enough that it's different than what the norm is, which is like what I put out.
Well, and he changes it up. That's the thing I like the most. Like his last video was completely oversaturated. He did the whole thing in reverse. But you know, he doesn't get in these grooves. Like some people, they get in this groove, right? Like, you know, their video is going to go like this. You know, somewhere between 30 seconds and a minute and a half of B-roll, some attempt at witty remarks, flight footage, witty remark, video over.
Hey, fuck you, man.
No, that's my video.
His video script.
No, but I'm just saying, they get into this group and they do the same thing over and over and over.
No, you're right.
And you're right, I do.
Yeah, so do I. That's why I totally said, yeah.
Yeah, they keep getting more and more popular. I don't know what's going on.
Some people just don't take constructive criticism.
I only have one constructive criticism for everybody who asks me. Add more expo. Your shit's too jittery. Add expo.
Is my shit too jittery?
Yours? You know what? I can't remember the last video I watched of yours, if I'm being honest.
No, that's fair, because I've been in a rut trying to work through some things myself, you know?
Are you crazy?
I haven't posted much shit either. I just haven't been motivated to fly. This winter weather is really getting under my skin.
Josh, that video you posted with me in it was probably the best one you've ever had.
That's biased.
No, Dave, the last time I put something out there, because I'll tell you, I really, really love that channel you guys are in. You, Joe, Stan, and the Rate My Rip.
Yeah.
You know, something out there, and David's like, here it is. And it's exactly what I wanted. Now, Chuck knows I'm that way, too. When I ask for you know, what do you think? I don't want people going, oh, I love it so much.
No. Yeah, no, fuck that. I'm not that guy. I won't be an asshole about it. I won't say, you fucking suck, you're an asshole, throw your shit away and sell your shit because you're not worthy. I'm not that guy either. But I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what I thought. And then I'm going to follow it up with, like, but this is just my opinion. Wait for others to chime in.
But see, even the whole, it's my opinion, that's exactly what I was asking for. And I wanted people to tell me, you know, not, yes, it was good. I know there's parts of it that are good, not being big-headed, but I know there's things that can be better. I know there's things that people, if they would see it, they would go, ah, that was this much better. And so I've taken that, and I've been working for weeks trying to, like, up the game.
So post a video proving the up of the game myth.
Well, I'm still getting to that place where I'm happy with it.
Fuck all that shit, dude. Just like I was telling a guy earlier today, dude. Ignore the little minor imperfections. Only you notice those things. Post that shit up and share with the world.
I love Drunk Dave. This is great streaming. Dave, you are required to drink and start drinking an hour before every time you come on.
Okay. Raw.
We're going to have to blow a breathalyzer before he can join on.
Yeah, 0.08 or more, huh?
So, actually, because the tank's on video and he is a new to the drone world, I actually want to make sure that if he's got questions that he gets them in, specifically about flying quads and drones, to make sure that, you know, we foster our new guys to make sure that they're getting any questions answered.
Great idea. If you have any questions, dude, you have a panel of people to answer them for you.
Just jump right in.
So you'll have a conglomerate of variable answers, but if you can census them all out, you'll get the correct one somewhere.
Yeah, so the consensus is that KISS sucks no matter what Chuck says. I'm just saying.
I got something for you to kiss, buddy.
I'll tell you what, I got KISS V1, and when I get a new frame, which is going to be the Marmot, it's going in there, and then I'll have a good opinion of it.
I'm just being an ass.
That's nothing new.
Excited for the Marmot?
Am I excited for the Marmot? Yeah, I like the adjustable TI cage.
I haven't even seen that one yet.
Oh, you should Google it. Armaton Marmot.
You guys have way too many acronyms.
So Armaton is a company that makes durable frames that also have a lifetime warranty. It's my one frame sponsor.
They are the shit.
They are known for having extremely good, high quality frames, but they come with a huge price tag. Usually most frames start around $80, $90 and go up from there. But with that said, if you break anything on that frame, $5 gets you a new part. For the life of the item. I mean, so if you decide you don't want to fly that frame no more, you can sell it to your neighbor or your friend or someone else across the country, and the warranty follows the frame. So they now have that warranty.
So now, from someone who isn't sponsored from them, they are awesome. I have crashed the crap out of mine so hardcore that even Josh was like, "Oh, you broke it," and I just picked it up, shaked it off, straightened the props back out, and flew it away. So.
I'll vouch for that. They're tough as fuck. They're really tough frames. There's only one other frame that I would say is better, and it's not even on the market. It's an undercover frame.
Nice glasses, Arrow, Old Gravy. That's.
We were talking frames.
Yeah.
What
He's sponsored by BQE. Can you tell?
I'm not sponsored by him.
Forget that. I want to know who made his chair.
Pretty much.
Hey, Gravy, what's up with that BQE.io, man?
Have you heard about it?
I don't know, man.
I'll say something. I'll say something about frames. Like, there's a lot of people making a lot of bullshit, and then there's like a handful of companies that are actually making really good stuff. And BQE and company that the company Dave's
Armaton.
Yeah, I just had a major brain fart. I totally went into this blind. But they're both making great stuff.
I mean Flynostrous is another great frame making company. There's a few of them. Mini Quad Club used to be a great company. I don't know what's going on with them. They're in limbo as far as if they're going to sustain the business model or not. But they also make great frames. There's a bunch of great frame companies out there.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. What Gravy?
Oh, mate. No, I was agreeing.
Flynostrous.
Say that again, Night Train.
Does Nurk still fly Flynostrous?
Oh, I don't know.
I know he used to.
Hey, I'll tell you guys what, man. I've always been into the aliens and the reverbs, and recently, I'm gonna blame it on Josh. Has gotten me into the floss frames, and this is the Glide. And I'll tell you what, this is probably This is probably the coolest frame that I've owned.
Hell yeah. I just got my first reverb a little while ago. Flightbox gave it to me. It's all set up. I flew it again today on 6L for the first time. And I don't know, man. I love it just for like a mellow go out and fly and, have fun, not like intending on smashing it into shit. Like this isn't what I'd fly. But to be honest with you, it is a little more durable than most people think it is. I just don't want to break it. I can't afford to fix any more shit.
Yeah.
I want to try that Epic, the MB Epic. That frame, I heard, has a characteristic unique to itself.
Who was that made the video of that thing humming? That was Josh, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's like Josh has made one. John Verjon has made one.
Yeah.
Teal has made one. I mean, they've all flown that frame, and I've seen John and Teal fly them before. And when I saw that Decker was also on board with the Epic, I was like, oh, okay, now we're onto something. We should probably look into this.
Yeah. Well, Kush, of course we know you're going to say the TI or the Bot 5. Come on now.
Well, no, the TI is a legit frame. That's what I fly. That's my go-to frame.
I can't talk about what I'm flying from BQE.io, but be on the lookout.
So that's some BS right there. I'd love to tell you, but
I mean, I'll vouch for him. You're going to find out eventually. He just can't talk about it now. Bill has sworn the pilots to secrecy.
Yep. Like I have tape all over the thing, so you can't see any of like the special features. But it's a dead giveaway when you'll see when it comes out. It's dope. It's groundbreaking.
This kind of proves that you're sponsored by BQE. Just so
the thing is, I'm not. I'm really not. Like, I pay full price for everything I get from them. I love supporting companies like that. It's like the same thing with Hot Dog. I don't mind paying full price. Even if Ben gave me a coupon code, I'd still pay full price.
RC Fun wants to know what's so good about the floss frame. What makes them so good?
All right. So there are a few things that really caught my eye when I was trying to find a frame that I wanted to settle on. And the first was simplicity, okay? When you look at some of these other frames, like Tommy's last frame, you got to flip it upside down. It's got hinges. It's got this and that. Like, what the fuck were you thinking when you made this other than I want it to be different?
In Devil's Advocate, that is the worst frame to compare to because it's the most complicated frame on the market.
It is.
That's why I use it as an example. I mean, I know it's going to the extreme end, but it's just saying that one of my core qualities is simplicity, okay? The other is modularity and then durability. So not necessarily in that order, but those are the three primary things that I looked for. Now, durability, you don't know for yourself until you fly it, unless you know other people that fly it, right? And even then, the way that you fly and the way that you crash and your environment is potentially going to be very different from other people.
I'll vouch that.
Hell yeah.
So, I got a hold of the floss style frame and I started flying it. And what I noticed was as I cartwheeled it across the blacktop, as I slammed it into a wall, as I did all these things, it didn't break. I wasn't breaking top plates. I wasn't breaking bottom plates. I wasn't breaking arms. I was shredding the ends of them, but they were protecting the motors. I wasn't damaging electronics. So durability, right? Already through the roof. Flight characteristics, extremely well balanced. There's a lot of room. Well, not a ton of room, but there's enough room in the frame to get everything you want in it. But there's still, it's not so small that you can't shift the center of gravity around. For me, it was really important to be able to fit this on here and to, be able to move the battery around to accommodate it. So you put all that stuff together with, and this is the last thing, I will not spend $100 on a frame. I mean, to each their own. You have your opinions and your preferences. I will not spend a fucking $100 on a frame.
Hey, and I'll throw one more thing on that is that if you do end up breaking the arms, they're dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Are they single arms or are they horseshoe style arms?
All right.
They are singles now.
On the floss style, they're the boomerang arms.
See, I've heard bad things about reverb vibrations causing tune problems on that frame. I don't have one, so I'm regurgitating information. I can test either way.
Right, and I can only speak for myself, and I didn't have anything weird.
Okay.
Now, on the Floss Glide, they're independent arms, but they do lock. They butt up against one another. And I have this really weird thing I was sharing with some of the guys. I actually have audible frame resonance on my Floss Glide. So as I fly and I hit certain throttle bands, and especially depending on the prop I use, it will start making sounds like a little kid talking. And it's the frame vibrating. It is the weirdest fucking thing.
Does it replicate in your HD feed, though?
Nope.
So, then who cares?
Yeah, it's super high frequency. It doesn't even register on the gyro, like in the black box logs, but it's just something you can hear. And
what do you record at, though, on your HD? What frames? What FPS?
30.
Ah, that's probably why it doesn't transfer over. I think at 60 it may.
It might, but I've been flying 30 and with ND filters to, get more of that blur. So,
well, the ND filter will just extend the shutter speed ever so slightly.
Well, I lock my shutter.
Really? And you use ND filters?
Oh yeah, that kind of.
Yep, I turn my ISO to 100. I fly with a shutter speed of 160, and I change the filter depending on how much light there is in the environment.
So if it's golden hour, what do you fly at?
Typically a 16.
Wow, that's so high for that time of day.
Yes, but I find that if I fly an 8, or sorry, you said golden hour. If it's the beginning of golden hour or 16, towards the end, it's closer to an 8. 4 is almost never enough. But on a nice, cloudless, sunny blue day when the sun is high in the sky, I'm actually running ND64 to not get washout.
64. Holy fuck.
Hey, you should unlock your shutter and give that a look. And
I kind of agree with Gravy here.
Your shutter
I've
speed
started
is,
doing that just to play with it and see how it's different. And what I've noticed is that I don't have to babysit the ND filter as much, so it's a little more convenient.
Yeah.
But I'm working my way through it. See, I don't like to just take other people's words for things. I like to figure them out myself. So
Stubborn fuck.
Well, that sounds like a bunch of way too work for me. I put the goddamn thing on my quad and I go fly.
I guarantee you what, I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
My videos look fine.
Everything is auto on mine except the Pro Tune settings and the 1080 by 60. Everything else is auto.
everything is full manual with mine, and I don't run any kind of ND filter. I just started shooting, and actually one thing I changed today was I went from GoPro color to flat, and I came home and I was disappointed with my footage because
it looks like shit. You got to color grade it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, this looks fucking terrible, and it's like, oh fuck, that's right, I did this for a reason. Okay, but yeah, like this afternoon it was overcast, so I shot ISO 100 to 400. I shot at 2.760 with my shutter locked at 120. So that was my, but like depending on every different, and Chris Steele's kind of, he started me down this rabbit hole, is I'll always set up my camera before I go, and I'll go out for like a quick test flight between like a real dark spot and a real bright spot, like looking right at the sun. I'll be like, all right, I can live with that, and then I'll fly or I'll change it. Depending
way too much work. Way too much work.
Yeah, I think.
What are you using as a reference, though? You using the screen on the back of the GoPro, or do you have a computer with you?
I'm looking at my phone just to see what the light in the dark is.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I found I think my happy place with this is having the shutter set to auto, but I do lock the ISO at 100.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Just to kind of help it along in that area. It's
it keeps your image very non-grainy.
Yes. And that right there, like I said, really has it to where I can pretty much put an ND8 on it, and it pretty much suffices for all scenarios.
Yeah, I encourage everyone to go watch my video, my night video. It wasn't the last one, but it was the one before. No color grading, no change. Besides the cuts I made to put it in part of another pack, completely raw. It's the most beautiful footage you've ever seen.
What were your settings, though?
It's just auto.
Everything was auto?
Yeah, I don't change anything, ever.
No shit. What are you shooting?
1080-60.
No kidding.
Yep.
Interesting. I'll have to check that out because I've flown a few night packs where I've reviewed the footage and been like, nope.
Yep.
We'll check it out. Here's the trick, bro, is you go when you look for a night spot, make sure the lights are the white LED lights, not those yellow ones like in Home Depot parking lots. And
I know what you're talking about.
Hey, and there was snow everywhere on the ground, and it just, dude.
Oh, well, that helped too.
Oh, yeah.
The snow reflects the light everywhere.
Oh, it was tits. I damn near jerked off to that video.
So one thing I want to mention is we've been talking about these GoPros and the settings. I think I speak for all of us when I say we're talking about the Session 5. Now, I know there's still people running the Session 4 out there, and there is a trick that you can do at the Session 4 to get some good motion blur without even using an ND filter that doesn't quite work with this, and E-Drone hit on it. He was telling me about it, and I was kind of going, well, are you sure? Does that work that way? And I was doing some research and watching his stuff, and if you put it to 1440p, 48 frames per second, you can put it in super view, and you can enable the low light mode, which holds the shutter open longer.
Yeah,
I don't prefer a motion blurry image. I'd rather it to be more crisp.
Hey, Josh.
ND filters, whatever that is.
Wait, what?
Somebody 507 RC. I want to get some indie filters, but have not done yet. Best options for a Hero 567. I don't know what that means.
I mean, like, okay, so if you want the best option, go to Polar Pro and buy the replaceable screen protector or lens protector, where you'll take the stock one off and you'll replace it with Polar Pros. That's the best option. It's going to cost you $100 for a pack of 3. The cheapest option is to go to RDQ and buy the little stick-on stickers, which is pretty much window tint, which is crap, and you're not going to like the footage that comes out of it. But for $3, you can also get an ND filter.
It's funny. One of the AP guys, there's a group that shoots like whenever Hollywood's up here in Boston. They're all in like this one group, and I got invited to it and didn't realize what it was. And I asked him about ND filters, and I'm like, "Fuck, I don't want to spend $100 on 3 lenses. What the hell?"
That'll break in a crash too.
Yeah, well, and that's what I said. Is I'm like, I'm going to destroy these things. Like, I break every lens immediately, and he's like, "Well, how much flying are you doing, or how many minutes of flying are you doing that you're going to get amazing content and amazing footage for, and then you're going to break a lens?" And it kind of puts it into perspective. Like, it's the same thing as the quad. No matter what you're doing, you're going to break shit. So it ain't cheap. So you might as well look good doing it while you break stuff. Damn, and now I have Polar Pros on the way.
I'm all about looking good while I'm breaking everything.
Yeah,
I mean, Polar Pro's products are legit. They're for third party. They're top of the line.
Yeah,
yeah. So for the standard session format, I agree with you. For these, there's a handful of companies that make the stick-on filters, and I'm going to tell you, I've bought them all, and they're all shit because they're fucking punched out window tint, and they put a weird purple hue on everything. ND is an acronym that stands for neutral density, which means it should not affect the color grading of your shot.
No, it reflects the intensity of the light that's passing through it.
That's right. It reduces it. So I'm going to be honest with you. There's a company out there called Taco RC, and they're like $8 a piece. They are plate glass, but they're neutral density. They are the best ND filters I found for a session size camera.
I'm already on their website.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that last night, huh?
Yeah, you guys, all you heard was Taco RC, and you were like taco filters, and it was gone. But I was being serious for anybody that was interested.
No, I mean, well, that's the thing. I mean, I listened. Obviously, if I'm talking about it, I remembered the taco filters.
Holy fuck! They have 3DR Solo accessories still on sale. That thing has been discontinued for a year and a half.
No shit.
I stumbled on them on eBay, and I was like, well, let's take a chance. And ordered a 4, an 8, and a 16, and ended up buying another set because I was so happy with them. That way, if I break one, I have spares.
Hey, now, since we got a full panel going here, I'd like to ask this. Somebody, I forget who it was, it might have been Joe Stan, actually, had mentioned something about using a polarized lens cover. Now, has anybody experienced it?
No, I haven't. And the reason I haven't is because I've used polarized with my actual cameras. And if you use a circular polarized, you're going to get an X pattern in the lighting that allows to come through the lens. And so you would need an oversized lens to eliminate that. You'd want to be able to only look through the center of the polarization. And so for what we're using it for, I don't think it's going to work.
There was a company I found that makes for like the Hero style bodied GoPro cameras. They actually make like the quarter turn lock. It's a replacement for the lens, and it's a big circle. I don't know if it'll work with like the mounts that we have now.
Well, Polar Pro makes one.
I think it might have been Polar Pro. It's like a 2.5 inch.
It's a little oversized.
Yeah.
But I've read the reviews. I've read the reviews and still seen images that came from it. And in the corners, you can see that darker X pattern that is present with polarized lenses.
I wonder if would ditch that.
We got some people asking great questions. Polarization, when you're talking about doing freestyle flippy floppy, you don't want polarized because with the orientation of your camera changing, that's going to get you some weird effects. Okay.
Yeah, your blue is going to change hues. The water will change reflection. It's not going to be as pleasant as you want it to be.
On a camera drone, or if you're just going to keep a nice, steady, pretty level flight, polarized, especially over water, can completely change the quality of that shot.
Yeah. I'll second what Josh is saying on both parts here.
Agreed.
Yep.
All right.
I almost feel like you'll get more from a ND filter than you would from a circular polarized filter.
In what we use these drones for, 1000% correct backing that one.
Right.
Even
like I said, I was just curious. I just heard about it, so I was curious. I didn't know anything about it.
No, it's a great question, Chuck, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's an excellent question.
We played one with real cameras, so yeah, there's a hell of a difference.
Yep.
Yeah, but that camera is not doing this shit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the point. Yeah.
It is if you're Peter McKinnon.
Fair point.
Can't argue that one.
Nope, lost me.
Alrighty, guys.
Hey, Josh, I'm on this Taka website. The only ND filters I can see for GoPro or anything are the round ones for the Hero 4s.
All right, let me see. I wonder if he's out.
Check like B&H. I know they.
I want to go to Taco. I want to buy from Taco.
Oh, okay, calm down.
Do you want to explain that credit card statement?
Yes. Because I don't have anyone to explain it to, man. I got my finances, my girlfriend's got her finances, and we don't know each other's finances.
And he's got a bottle of wine. He's halfway through it because he's starting to slur.
Oh, you're on the wine tonight?
Oh yeah. I'm
that's why you wanted to play Black
That's
Ops.
where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Looks like he's out.
Almost. I got about another glass, maybe a glass and a half.
No, he's talking about the filters, not your wine.
Oh.
Down that shit, Dave. Down it. Drink.
Here we go.
Pouring.
Send it to a link, Dave.
Alrighty, guys. I'm
Send it
getting
in.
off now.
All right. Is that double A? Who's that?
There's Reaper.
No? Who was it?
Reaper. Reaper's here?
No,
Wait,
Rebel.
my fuck. Rebel. Fuck, I was close. Start with an R.
Yeah, totally.
Right on, Rebel. You have a good night, man.
Have a good night, Rebel.
Nice to meet y'all.
Later, man.
Likewise.
See ya.
Where did you send it to my messenger?
Yeah, I just sent it to your Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, Dave, Chad says you're missing something, man. You need the wine and weed are essential.
I mean, and here's the deal. You can get chip that's less than $20 for 3 different grades of ND filter. If you do it, I would be curious on your opinion of them because, again, of all the ones I've tried, the Get FPV stick-ons, the Pyro flip ones.
Those are shit. I've tried them. I've tried all 3 of them. RDQ, Get FPV, Pyros. They're shit. I don't.
What about TBSs?
Does TBS have an ND filter stick on?
Oh, yeah, the ethics stick-ons.
Oh no, I won't buy anything ethics branded.
I'm with you.
You got ethics, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I do. I have more ethics than the company itself. But we're not going to talk about that any further than I just talked about.
I would love for you to continue that conversation. I feel a great rant coming on.
I am not that drunk.
Okay, that's fine. I will do it. For a company that talks about refining FPV and making products better, they have done nothing but become the cloners that they talk about not being.
Thank you.
Look what they did with the hot dog
Phone
strap.
drop.
Look what they did with the lanyard. Look what they did with just about every product they sell. They take someone else's idea, they find a way to do it Chinese shit cheaper, and then they try to pass it off as quality product.
Yeah, he's done.
I don't give a shit.
And he's sober.
I know.
He doesn't even have a shirt on.
So, out of curiosity, when you guys are talking about the filters, and you do like I'm looking at B&H, and they have a filter. Crap, I lost it. There we go. Neutral density ND4.
That's too weak. It's not even worth it.
Too weak, and then they have like a 16, and then 16, something like that.
8, 16, and 32 are probably the 3 you'll use most.
Okay, they have like a 16. I was looking at. I was like trying to figure out
what you can do if you have a good mount, or I'd say not good, if you have a mount where you have some design skills and can make one that does this, is you stack them, but they're multiplicative. So if you take like a 4 and an 8 and put it together, it's an ND32. If you put a 16 and a 4, you got an ND64.
Well, that's what Frosty does. Is he uses one of the ethics stick-ons over another ND filter. I think it's an ND4 like replacement lens. And we were talking about that, and it's like, why the fuck do you do that? He's like, it's like an ND12, and that was his answer. And it's like, yeah, well, you can't really argue that. It's kind of like in the middle, but I wonder. I mean, his footage looks good, so it's I don't know.
Must be working.
Yeah,
I mean, that's really all it comes down to, right? What does it look like at the end result?
Pretty much.
That's what I keep saying. I think my shit looks fine. I could be wrong.
I don't fly with any ND filters. I don't hear people bitching about your shit's too bright.
Okay, so
I hear people saying that my shit's too bright.
I'm going to challenge you then. I'm going to challenge you. Get a set of those filters. I don't care where you get them from. Get a set. And if you set your camera settings right, now we're talking about.
Don't pretext this with if you set your camera settings right. That's your get out of jail free card statement, motherfucker.
Yes, it is.
Make a statement. Stand by it.
We're playing cinematographer.
Yeah,
that's the case.
If you set your camera settings right, you can shoot through dog shit and get really good stuff. Of course.
Yeah. And look, you're right though. And that's what I was actually getting to was that you're talking about minor points. Like if you are flying when the sun is in the sky, instead of getting a big blown out patch of white, you get a much smaller patch of white.
Yeah.
And if there's clouds and it's a cloudy day, instead of getting a completely blown out sky, you can actually get some texture in the clouds and
exactly
little things.
Well, the thing is, you really can't shoot auto with ND filters efficiently and use them the way they're meant to. So that's
you totally can, because the auto will compensate for the ND filter. The auto is all it's doing is taking the information it's receiving and making its best guess on how to make a good image out of it.
Right.
So ND filter present or not, auto still works.
Yeah, it's a pretty good guess too.
Total guess.
Well, yeah, because those motherfuckers are making a lot of money to figure it out for us.
Mm.
And it's been done before, so they're really just regurgitating like Canon and Nikon's genius.
Yes.
Mm. That's a good point. Shit, you guys are making me want to go shoot camera. Like, all I got is like I have an actual SLR. I still shoot and film. I want to go out and shoot tomorrow because it's snowing right now. So,
yeah, but if your film's ISO matters. What's your film's ISO?
Oh, yeah. Well, it depends on the.
No, it doesn't. Your film is set. Your ISO is what your ISO is on the film. You can't change that.
No, I forget what the hell I have for. I forget what the hell I have for film. I was shooting that. Was it Chromax?
Chromographic or
the black and white stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the ISO is still a fixed ISO, so you need to set your shutter speed and your aperture accordingly.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's what I was saying. It's that you got to remember. It's late. It's almost 11 o'clock.
I'm still shoot this film.
I mean, SLRs are shit. There's only a few places that still develop it.
What are you on, Canadian time? No,
damn.
Jesus.
I was waiting for the tank because all I see is tires.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. Thanks a lot for that one.
What's wrong
He's showing us how to work on your wheels, man.
I know.
No, I know.
What's wrong with Canadian time?
I'm totally joking around.
It covers all. Canadian time is all time. They cover everything in North America, so they win.
I observe universal time.
Hey, Trump is on Canadian time, on my Canadian time, anyways.
Always.
Hey, any of you guys in here, have you run Runcam 3 or 3S?
No.
I've
seen footage from it, but I haven't used one.
Okay. I had the old, I want to say it was the Runcam 2. It was the first cube camera they put out before GoPro went and fucked with them. So we got a question that asks if they're good for beginners. I'm going to say you're probably better off, based on my experiences with the Runcam product, you are better off getting a Session 4 than you are one of the Runcams, because these are more durable than those plastic Runcam cameras.
I object. I have the Runcam Split, and I love it. Split 2.
He's talking about the cube cams, Joe, not
the same thing.
I know.
Like, I think Bot did a review back in the day, and it's fucking weird. It blows out certain gamma and not other. It almost doesn't make sense. Like, they almost were done with the product, and then they put it out. They put it out anyways to compete, I guess. I mean, it's not bad. It's an inexpensive alternative to get into something, but it's definitely not.
As far as the alternative goes, if you guys are saying an alternative, I would probably more choose like a DVR recorder on the rig and not a camera.
Actually, he's got a good point. Josh Ketchum is actually quite known for doing his DVRs instead of an HD cam, and he does an onboard. And man, I tell you what, a lot of people ask him, "Are you using an HD cam?"
Yeah,
I mean,
really?
It's not. Of course, it's. I think he's got it in 720 is what I think it records at. So I mean, it's just in HD, and of course, GoPro looks better. But man, since it's on board, there's no breakup, and he doesn't do much in post. And for what it is, his videos look great.
Well, in all honesty, I really think the future of this hobby is going to be like the Runcam Split or the Foxier Mix or whatever Cadix version of it is. I don't remember what it's called, but
Turtle.
No, is it the Turtle?
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen a bunch of videos from those, and for the most part, it's hard to tell that it's not a GoPro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's because they're matching their lensing to what GoPro does. They did that intentionally because people are so used to seeing it.
But it's not even about the lensing. It's about the quality. You can still see the details well enough that you don't notice that it's not a GoPro.
Well, because originally when they sold them, I think, I believe when they originally sold them, the lensing was different. So the field of view was slightly different, and people could pick them out like that. Now they basically sell them with the same lensing to make it look exactly like the GoPro. So it's a lot harder for you to go, wait, hold on, something's different.
Yeah, it's looking like the aspect ratio of something in super view.
Exactly, and you can also record in 16 by. I believe I don't remember.
I mean, Joe just posted a video. I believe he recorded it with a Foxier Mix, and he recorded it in 1080-60. And I didn't know it wasn't a GoPro. If his title didn't say it wasn't a GoPro, I would have never questioned it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my only deal.
I like those new innovations that they're making. But here's the thing: the camera is tied to the board, and from the quality of run cam from the start of doing this, the boards would only take just so much abuse, and they would be out.
No, you're right.
Out the camera and out the board, and you got to replace it all over again.
Mm-hmm.
So, as a consumer, I'm kind of sitting back watching and seeing if they're getting better with that on the board.
Well, let me ask you this, AA. Do you have a Hero 7?
No.
Okay, so you haven't gone through 9 of them yet.
I'm on my first. I'm on my first.
Fuck you, okay? I'm like number 9.
See, and that was going to be my point. I mean, if you smack it hard enough that you're going to break the board, you're going to break a GoPro. I mean,
well, that's just it, though. The GoPro is more susceptible to damage the way we mount these things on our drones versus a Split or a Mix or a Turtle.
Agreed, but if you're going to hit it that hard, you're going to destroy. You would have destroyed the GoPro anyway because you have to go through a frame to get to the board.
Okay, so but at some point you're going to evolve away from hitting things that hard.
Yeah, but you're gonna pay $70 for the Split or $50 to replace your warranty that you went through Best Buy for. So at that point, you're out of quad anyway because you've destroyed the frame. I mean,
well, yeah. You're buying more than just a camera at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Where I've banged into poles at the slowest speed this quad will possibly go in the forward position, and the fucker stops turning on.
Or it starts repairing your files.
No, it doesn't even do that. It just never turns on again. It freezes once. You take the battery out to fucking unfreeze it, and then that's the end of that GoPro. And I got to go to Best Buy, and I lost that file.
Here's the funny part, dude. I was that close. I was literally in Best Buy looking at a black, and I'm like, no.
A 7. Listen, the 5 black and the 6 black are worth the cost. And they're worth the warranties that come with it. But the 7 is junk, dude. I'm not happy with it at all.
Wow.
If I wasn't already locked into this abyss of the Geek Squad warranty, I would have already sold this motherfucker off and gone back to the session with the Amazon warranty.
Okay, RC Fun saying, I think everyone should show us their favorite quad.
The one that flies.
Yeah, actually.
Well, this is an ESC shy of my favorite quad, but this is the Chameleon TI by Armaton.
Josh is holding up my favorite.
All right, so there's Copper Top. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and click myself for a second here. This is the Floss glide frame. Now, what I'm running inside of it is a Runcam Micro Eagle, a Talon F7, an AK-32 4-in-1 ESC with an Immersion RC Tramp and Crossfire, sporting some of those iFlight Sing motors. These are running at the 2750 kV, and I have throttle limited myself to 85% because it was too much motor.
Wait, what batteries are you putting on it?
1300 100C Ovonics.
4S, 5S, 6S?
Oh, 4S.
Okay. Why did you throttle limit yourself on 4S?
2750 kV motors, they were punchier than I wanted. I was having a problem getting that muscle memory retrained, and rather than keep down that path, I just went to the easy, what I know.
So this is a personal thing, not a performance thing.
That is correct.
Okay.
And actually, I have the same exact quad, except it's KISS with the KISS 24 amp all-in-one ESC on it. Same motors, same KV. I'm using Adrenalines on it, and I have limited I took 10 points off the top of my throttle.
All right.
And
I really want to try these motors, but I heard one bad review, and I'm hoping you two can rebuke this. Have you noticed any significant flight lengths since you've gone to these motors? Any changes from either extending it or shortening the flight times?
No.
Okay.
Like 3.5 minutes.
So understand that the motors I was using prior to this were Sumax Innovation 2300 kV. So they're on the lower end of the spectrum, and they were super efficient. I was getting 6-minute flights on 4S, okay? In my flight style, mind you, too. I'm not.
Yeah. I'm glad you pointed that out. I was trying to figure out a nice way to say that, but you win.
No, let's be fair. I am a very gentle flight style. With these, I've gone to about 4.5 minutes. So they're a little hungrier, but when you look at the amp draw, because in my OSD, I keep a lot of diagnostic information running so I can refer back to it later. And the most amps I'm pulling at any given time are like 70. And that's only at the extreme. That's the peak. Average is running somewhere around 15.
Okay. That's what I heard, that they were less efficient than the standard motor out there.
Well, and now my flight style is the polar opposite of Josh's. I just send that shit.
Yeah, and that's how I am too.
I abuse the crap out of them. My batteries are over a year old, and I've actually been using low pitch props on this thing so far, and I'm getting 3.5 minutes of hard flight.
And that's my average. If I get 4 minutes, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm absolutely fine, and I'm using over year old batteries. So.
Okay. I'll have to give those motors a shot then.
I'd say they're worth it. Plus,
based on their construction, because I took them apart and gave them a good look over. I've tried to run them hard. I've run them at full throttle for longer than my battery wanted to hang on to it, just to kind of put them through, see if I could wear down the bearings. I've been bouncing them off of trees and blacktop, and look, none of my bearings have busted. They're all still as silent as they can be. They have not. They've taken a few hits on the bells, and they haven't changed shape at all. None of the shafts have moved, and I paid $18 a piece. There are people out there spending $25 fucking on motors that like to come off the second you breathe on them.
All right, last question. So the motor bells themselves are rounded. Are the insides also concaved, meaning that the magnets on both are also rounded, or are they straight and it's just like added material?
They're straight and it's a little bit of added material.
Okay.
You will notice if you look at them that they are just slightly, and I mean like a gram heavier than some other motors in the class.
And that's where the inefficiency is probably coming from.
Yeah,
that someone claimed.
T-Motor does that. T-Motor has all rounded batteries on the insides of their bells, so that they get the maximum tolerance as close to the stator as possible.
Oh no! Not rounded as in the circumference of the bell shape, but as in the sidewall.
Vertical, yeah.
The zings are rounded like a ball.
Almost. Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah. Hey Dave, one thing you probably really would appreciate about them is that they have a rubber O-ring on the inside of the bell.
I saw that.
Yeah, so when you screw it on, you can screw it on damn tight, and it's still going to run smooth as glass.
And you're not going to over tighten the shaft.
Exactly. And
you can't over tighten the shaft because they made the shaft length going through the stator a length that you can actually crank down on it with no Loctite or anything, and it will never go too tight. They're
good to
very,
know.
very well machined.
Yeah,
Because T-Motor doesn't do that.
Yeah.
And do what?
You're breaking screws off in the damn shaft either because of that O-ring.
No, last question. Do they put a fucking rhinoceros amount of nut of Loctite on that damn screw?
There is some Loctite, yes.
Yeah, but is it overdone?
No.
They're sponsored by Loctite.
Loctite Red.
I had no problem breaking the seal with my hand.
Yeah, I've stripped so many screws on some Brother Hobbies and some T-Motors because they just went overboard on the Loctite.
Yeah, I usually heat mine up, burn off some of the Loctite.
Well, I do now, but I had to learn that lesson.
Well, why do you call me?
I don't have your number, and we only talk on this channel.
There's a good reason for that.
Well, hey, RC Fun was asking me what do I think the top speed of these motors are. Maybe Josh can answer that. I don't know because
there's a lot of variables to that question.
Yeah, I've only ever seen it inside the goggles, and personally, I don't know about anybody else. I cannot tell how fast I'm going in the goggles ever.
Yeah, that speed. If you're talking, about,
where does our atmosphere end?
Entirely
and what's terminal velocity? That's the fastest they'll go.
No. I read it as speed of the motor, as in how fast will the motor spin. That's the speed of sound.
So,
whatever.
Newest version of BL Heli and Beta Flight has ESC telemetry, and I turned on my RPMs a few weeks ago. At this, with the throttle limited to 85%, I'm getting RPMs in the 45,000 range at full throttle.
Jesus, I'm 65,000.
So if 45 is 85%, that means you could probably hit 52, no problem at 100%.
And that is with a low-pitched prop. Those are HQ 5x4.3s.
Okay, so that'll reduce it a little bit if you went to like 50-51s.
4.3.
Yeah, someone's doing the math over there. I hear it.
What's your KV on those motors, Josh?
Well, 2750, but reduced to 85%.
Yeah.
And I actually, since I'm on KISS, KISS doesn't have the option to do that. I've actually done it in my transmitter and just knocked 10 points off the top. So that's not minus 10%. It's minus 10 points off.
So according to that, at max voltage,
and you have less features.
Oh, keep it simple, stupid.
4730 should be your max KV at first battery, Josh.
Like I said, about 45,000.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well,
now,
that's
what's my calculation on
fly
6
faster than you can run. Just so
on
you're
6.
Yeah.
Hold on.
If I charge it to HV, which I don't.
It's 4.3 volts.
4.35, yeah.
3.5.
Hey, you do that too? I charge all mine to 4.35 as well.
Did they catch on fire?
No, they don't.
Not yet.
And they're not labeled high volts. I just charge them all high volts.
Oh, now that we start talking about that myth that high volt is just a marketing strategy and inflation.
So what is it, the C rating?
Yeah, God.
Yeah.
What's the KV rating on the one person asking for the 6S?
2722.
You seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask Dave.
Yeah, no, he's right. I saw it.
Now, how much did you guys pay? How much
What's
did you
that?
guys pay for your drone? What's the budget about for a drone? How much do you pay for it?
Oh, that's a loaded question. It could be as cheap as $100 and as expensive as $9.
It depends on what bullshit I have kicking around my house.
Right?
I'm going to average in the $400 range.
Yeah, I would agree with that. A decent operating drone average is about $400. Frame, electronics, props, everything.
And I run a different system. It's probably more into 550.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. I mean, most of my drones are about 600 average, but
yeah.
Oh, so what was the calculation? How many RPM was it again?
71,044 RPMs at full voltage.
And that's on
Fellow Blaster, 900 UBNX class. Try 1200, but yeah.
And that's on a 6-inch, and it's super efficient down low. It's great.
That's
has anybody else been reading what your authority's been putting in chat?
Oh, I have.
Good.
I had a good fucking time.
This is fucking great. Yost, I can't even say it.
Osteoporosis. Yeah, drunk Dave can't say it either.
All right, from now on, Dave reads all of those.
Okay. The term to describe the condition of motor shafts that start up to snap after what seems like years of use of yaw tracks. Osteoporosis.
Dave's not the only one drinking tonight.
Oh, I love drunk Dave.
So in theory,
I love drunk Dave too.
I know.
In theory, with your 6S, I can't find the calculator. I had it at one point. At certain point,
you're at 1 point. It's Mach 1.5 tip.
Dude, are you on a Windows or a Mac? There's a calculator built in.
Above, no, we're calculating Mach speeds here, buddy. The Mach speed tips of those blades, once they reach Mach 1, you basically are cavitating and you are inducing a shit ton of vibration into those things to the point you could actually fracture props.
It hasn't done it yet. I run gate breakers. They run fucking mint.
There it is.
Dude,
gate breakers, a.k.a. the most fragile prop on the market.
I've only broke 2 in shit. It's got to be 9 months of flying them. 5
and I've seen your flying. You don't send it nearly hard enough.
I'm
fucking with you, Gravy.
I know. I was going to say, I can't.
Drunk Dave's talking shit. That's all this is.
Dave should love this. I'm trying these next because I got them for free.
We can't see them.
Oh. What are they?
Oh,
I see colors. Fuck you, ethics shit.
I got them free in some order, whatever.
Look, I don't hate steel. I just hate that company.
Did you try what's out yet?
He's got a drift car.
Was that AA?
Did you try out the 5.1s yet? Yeah.
I've tried out most of GemFam's props. I haven't tried anybody else's in the past 6 months.
How's that going for you?
I like them a lot. GemFams are durable in the winter, and if they bend back better than HQs, from my experience.
You know what props actually really surprised me were the T-motor props.
Those guys, they perform great, but they're on par with HQs as far as you bend them really bad and you're fucked. Just swap it.
Yeah, they crimp. Like you're not bending out that crimp.
No,
it throws everything off.
No, but you're right though. They fly really, really well.
Yeah, I haven't had a problem with the HQs getting a permanent crimp, but I've had to sit and work it out. So maybe that's what you're talking about.
Possibly, but like the doll props, they'll shatter in anything below 50 degrees.
Yeah. Now the Gem fans, I agree with you. They are just as / slightly more durable. My problem with the Gem fans are those winglet tips.
So just clip them.
Yeah. Well, it's just that, if I lose it on 1 or 2 blades, now it's off, it's out of balance. And I was getting more vibrations off my HQ or off my Gem fans than I'm getting off my HQs because HQs don't have any of those thin, sharp things to break
off. The little tip that like tapers. Yeah.
Hyper Smooth will fix that. It'll filter it right out, dude.
But by the way, guys, we got some. I'm assuming there's a new person asking about overcharging their batteries. So you can, you can, but you better watch them.
Yeah,
keep your eye on them because they can go.
Listen, I'm going to say this once and once only, and I've said it 1,000 times, so I'll probably say it again. So Drunk Dave's just regurgitating his own self. But the only time a battery is dangerous is during a discharge or a charge.
Yes,
that is it.
Yes.
If they're sitting idle, they're fine.
Right.
You can charge any battery to any voltage. There is dangers when you go above what the manufacturer recommends, though.
Right. So if you are going to try and charge a standard battery to HV, do not try and speed charge it.
No.
And keep an eye on it because you are flirting with danger. So for new people out there, they'll joke about overcharging the batteries, but seriously, that is you got to watch it sort of thing. You can't burn.
You can safely charge your cells to 4.6 volts per cell.
Jesus Christ!
No, you can. He's right.
You don't have to buy 6 batteries. contact Alex Vanover if you have any questions.
No, you totally can. No, and he's right. This is where I got the information from too.
Oh God!
Was
Okay.
that Rampage? Vanover was saying he charges everything.
If you truly want to be safe, Joe's right. Don't go over 4.2 volts.
Right.
Can you pretty safely go to 4.35? Yes, because the LiPos are built with an amount of overhead that they can accommodate over that for safety reasons. Now, if you go far over that, you're going to start getting into dangerous territory. And
4.6, got it.
Well, here's the thing, though. By the way, the one thing is that he says, yes, when they're discharging and recharging is when they're at their most dangerous. But ask Samsung, ask anybody if there's a short or an issue with the battery and it's charged. It maybe look like it's sitting there, but it could be shorting and you not know it until bad shit happens.
No,
So,
I mean, in all honesty, though, while it's charging, if you question a battery, feel it. If it's warmer than room temperature, stop.
Yes.
And everybody should have something, a battery charger that has internal resistance metering on it. If you don't have that, get a better charger. Get a cheap power supply with an ISDT or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've got to have internal, like the most important thing isn't necessarily going to be your voltage. It's going to be your balancing and your IR.
And your resistance, because your resistance is what creates the heat. So the last thing you want is 4 batteries that are performing at 8 and 1 at 32.
Yep.
Yeah, but so many times, and even in RC cars, I see people charging their batteries with their charger, and they connect the balance lead, but they actually have it in normal LiPo charge, not balance. And they're
Very good point, the
because
tank.
they have the port connected that they're balancing it, but they're not. You have to put the settings to balance.
Correct.
And also plug in your main discharge lead before you plug in your balance.
Oh my God, especially on a parallel.
Yeah. And
heard
if you're parallel charging, plug in all the master leads first and walk away for 10 minutes and let them balance each other out before you start charging.
Yes. Been there, done that, burnt one.
Yeah, I just exploded a fucking parallel board the other night doing that because I was like, oh, I should turn. No, it really happened like a week ago. I was like, oh, I'm actually going to put my batteries in storage mode. I'm not going to fly for a couple of days for once. So I plugged in 2 4-cell batteries, and I plugged in the balance leads into the 5S ports because it was dark in the room, and I was an idiot, and I didn't fucking turn the light on. And then I plugged in the main balance leads, and all of a sudden stuff was on fire, and I was throwing shit out the window.
Yep.
It happens, and I'm like a safety Nazi charging batteries, which is kind of weird that I'm HB charging 6-cell packs, but hey, I don't know. What do you guys want to fight about it?
No. I'm sure most of us, if not all of us, have burned at least one battery in our fucking careers.
That was my first one, and I've been in RC since I was 5 years old, and I'm 38. I've never fucked up a battery charging it before until a week ago, and it was like, oh, that's the lesson I needed to learn.
Yeah,
exactly.
Hey, one last.
I ever burned the leads out of my balance plug, getting them not lined up right, but I've never completely destroyed a battery. I just solder on new leads and I'm good. But
yeah.
Hey, one last thing for RC Fun. Besides, RC Fun, yes, you should balance charge your batteries every time. You don't have to, but you definitely should. At least do it every 3 or 4 cycles. And just that one more thing for overcharging is don't bother, bro. Your batteries are going to last a lot longer if you don't do it.
It's true.
Right.
I mean, I will second what Chuck just said, but it's more funner to overcharge.
More funner?
Definitely more funner.
This is Trump's America. Fuck off. I can say what I want. Grammar doesn't matter no more. Grammar Nazis have been buried.
No super.
It's fake grammar.
Fake grammar. Yeah.
I was just trying to make Dave spit his wine out.
Yeah, right?
Hey, why do you think I've been so quiet, man? I've just been letting Dave go. This is fucking great.
That's awesome, man.
Hey, the bottle's done, dude, and I killed about 3/4 of the previous one too. So,
woo! We're waiting for. We're gonna contribute to his cirrhosis of the liver.
I'm down.
This is only like on occasion. This isn't a nightly thing.
Yet.
No, ever. I won't ever become an out. Oh, fuck. Damn it!
Say it.
This won't ever become. I won't ever become an alcoholic.
David, you've been to my house, so you're preaching to the choir here, bud.
Yeah, I know, dude. You were fucking like force feeding me beer down my throat.
Oh, I know, it was terrible. What did I get? Yinlings or something? And you got your first bar pizza or proper bar pizza?
That was a decent bar pizza. Motherfucker, I'm drunk. Why you gotta say bar pizza? I'm hungry now.
You gotta get the black box pizza, bud.
You know what? I have some fucking I have some fried chicken and some JoJo's in the fridge from yesterday.
It's
Dude,
all.
I think I'm gonna microwave those motherfuckers and just go to town.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude! How did
This motherfucker eating pizza? Fuck you!
He's like, oh, we're talking about pizza? Stand by.
Shirtless bastard eating pizza?
Let me just bust
man.
it out. Oh, I got a pound. Oh, it's
That's good
gorgeous.
too.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right, boys. I'm going to duck out. I'm tired. I got to go hang with Chris over in his stream for a few and then go the fuck to bed.
Fuck bed. You're going to go hang. We're going to get off and play Blops 4. You know that.
Dude, I still have an edit that I have to do.
Fuck your edit. You can do it tomorrow. No one's counting ticks.
I'm going flying tomorrow, too, and I'm going to get stacked up with footage. I was actually going to ask Chris if he could edit my video tonight on this live stream.
Oh, you're a little too late for that.
He never replied to me.
He's probably already started his edit, too.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Does he
He's
start
probably
it?
almost done with it.
Oh, no. He's even done yet.
No, not yet. Well, I got to take a piss.
Well, thank you for that.
Get a bottle. Put it under your desk like I do.
I have
I'm just-
bottles. They just
I'm pissing right now. Eye contact.
I pissed twice during the stream. No one
Pissing
knew.
right now.
Oh, God. Chuck's breaking the rules about boys. Have a good night.
Peace out, gravy.
Later, Greg. Oh, dear God.
And then there was silence.
Let's see here. RC Fun.
How do you follow that?
Ed is always.
I mean, I'd show you my piss bottles, but do you guys want to get banned?
No.
I showed you mine the other fucking stream.
Not every other stream.
All right, fine. See, look, there's my piss bottle.
God
Yeah.
damn, dude. Change that thing out occasionally.
It's got to smell great.
I don't know. It's got a cap on it. It doesn't smell at all.
Is this
I'm
still
not,
warm? Is it still
I'm not
warm?
speaking from experience. Right
Is it
now.
still warm?
This is still warm.
No, it's not, because it's probably like there's probably a few days worth of pee in it, plus a little bit from tonight.
Oh, that shit is ripe,
God.
fermented.
Yes, and here comes all the people bailing out of this thing like nobody's business. I saw piss. I'm out.
Yep.
Jim Connell field.
Damn, hey, look at what the tank's got going there, dude. That's the Gymkhana frickin' car.
The unicorn.
Yeah, the unicorn. That's badass.
It's a fun RC to play with.
See, I have smacked way too many of those into hard objects, and wait, I've done that with quads too. Never mind.
Everything I fly RC flies into hard objects, or goes into hard objects.
That all just makes me hard.
Prove it.
No.
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 Here comes that first strike.
I'm still waiting for you to prove it.
All gravy legs like high definition piss jug. Nice. Oh my.
All right, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. I have to work tomorrow, and I have to get some shit packed up yet so I can just have an easy morning. So why don't we wrap this up? You guys have been awesome. It's been awesome having Dave on again, Double A, Frank, Chuck. It's always great that you're here. Joe, it wouldn't be a night without you.
And thanks for Tank being on first time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Congrats,
Thanks, guys.
Tank. I
Thanks
hope
for having
you
me.
really enjoyed this hobby that you've just discovered.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Shout out to the ground pounders.
Yeah, right.
It's all remote control, so I like it. It's all
Great.
having fun and interacting with a lot of people. That's what I like about this hobby.
Are you on Facebook?
Yes, I am.
Then I highly recommend going to the NoobTube channel and asking all your what you think would be stupid but are not stupid questions there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And if you guys don't know, the Tank and Earl RC do their own stream. So if you guys want to check that out, what channel is that on, Tank?
Mine is the Tank RC on YouTube, and it's on Thursday night at 9:30 at night.
There you go.
Oh, you compete with us. Okay. I'm on the hot dog stream.
Not to do is to compete with someone.
It's
kind of
impossible.
hard to
It's
do
hard.
when
There's
most
so
of the
many live
days are
streams.
covered.
It's impossible. Don't even.
Yeah, no. I mean, one of these days when I'm not on the stream, I'll check your channel out, but I have to participate. So.
Yeah.
So
Well,
buy
we
hard
talked
fan
most-
frames, buy hot dog straps. Let's see. Help me out, Dave. Fuck.
Watch the UFDE crew on Tuesdays. The Misfits are kind of wishy-washy right now, but they're usually on Saturdays and Mondays. The NoobTube's on every other Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Is it every Wednesday now? It used to be every other Wednesday.
And they
It
got
is.
me.
So the NoobTube's on every Wednesday. Who I know, Little Stellar Phlox likes to just randomly throw out a shot. Also, John Wood, which is Just by Chance, he likes to throw out random, live streams. All of them are great episodes. So if you happen to catch on YouTube and see them, by all means, click the link. It's worth the watch. Yeah, that's my favorites.
Right on. Hey, and don't forget to check out Dave's channel. That's Copper Top Dave, not Copper Top. Copper Top Dave.
Thank you.
As well as Josh Withrose and me. Check it FPV.
Yes, and Double A's. Check out Double A's channel too.
Yep.
Yeah. You shrug your shoulders all innocent, like, dude. I've seen your shit posting dive videos by waterfalls and flying through trees, motherfucker. I watch your shit. Don't think I don't see it.
And the
Post
Tank
good shit.
RC,
Just post more.
the Tank RC is on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, and what's the other one? I think that's it.
Can you show me how to use Twitter?
Tweet.
And everybody check out Joe's non-existent channel because he doesn't fucking have one and never will.
Oh boy.
Probably not.
That's why I can't find it.
Exactly.
Well, you have to, if you want more Joe, you'll just have to keep coming back to Hump Day Live and the Gangbang.
Or you have to talk to the NSA. They've got it.
A quad.
All right. Peace out, everybody.
Dude,